Everybody, we finna go on a car ride. This is the Friday attire. It's been a chill day. Stayed home today. Mental health day. Um, and I realized it's been a minute since we done a car ride video. So here we are. Finna do a car ride video. While I go show. I know everybody's talking about this non-black lady because I'm not gonna even say her name. Like give her the ounce of attention she's so desperately needing. And Sir King, homeboy. Yeah. So I know everybody's getting their little 2 cents on it, their little opinions, whatever. So I'm gonna give mine. So a little backstory about your girl, Hazel. I am originally from Southern California. And as you can see, I'm of a lighter skin tone. And I grew up in the hood. I grew up in the hood, and my parents moved to a little city adjacent to the hood. It wasn't quite the hood, but it was more of a lot of minorities that were middle and high class, middle class. So I know I said before, I went to prep schools and I went to charter schools and I went to Christian based schools. But when I went home and I went to, First Lady and Bishop's house, my grandparents still lived in the hood. So let me just tell you my stance on this whole thing. I grew up with a lot of people, a lot of males that looks like me, but they were more of a preference of non-black women. Non-black women. So a lot of the boys that I grew up with dated Asians. Hey, pizza pie girl. They dated Asians, they dated Hispanics. When I got to high school, that was the first time I've seen black men date white girls. Even though I do have a few non-black aunts, but let me say this. Even though my grandmother, my mother's mother, is a woman from the deep south. I know you guys heard me joke and say, about the Bayou ladies, the crazy Creole women. Yes, my grandmother is from the Bayou. My mother was born in New Orleans. My grandmother and my mama always had one rule: if she can't use our comb, don't bring her home. But the ones that they brought home was very respectful to our community. They knew what to say and what not to say. So with me growing up in Southern California and being around our own community men that did not date us, they dated people who did not look like us. I was open to being around men that down talk black women, gave every reason why they were dating Anna, they were dating Claudia, Maria, Karen, whatever you want to say. They had all the reasons. Let me tell you this. If you come across a woman that is not of our community but is open and feel comfortable enough to use the N word, that's because it's a black man in their ear that has made them comfortable. And I think it's very disgusting that you have somebody that looks like us, that is supposed to be a black male. I was taught by my uncles. I have six uncles. I have six uncles and five brothers. I was taught that the males in our community are supposed to look after, love, and protect us. So to have somebody that looks like us that wants to fight us because somebody that he has been comfortable enough to be with is being exposed as an open racist. I know people are saying, oh, she's from Texas. Look, my granddaddy, my granddaddy is a man that is originally from Haiti and grew up in Texas. My granddaddy is from Houston, Texas. That man don't get no trill than Bun B in them. My grandfather would never tolerate a non-black woman using the N-word. My grandfather would never be on social media crying because the women in the community are speaking out against it. It's disgusting. But back to what I was saying. I grew up with boys that looked like me, but literally did not want to date us. They had every excuse why they didn't want to date us, but tolerated the same behavior they didn't want to tolerate from a sister, from a non-sister. It's crazy to me. I'm sitting back, y'all know sometimes I don't speak about what goes on in the sector. I be sneaking in my lives, going random, saying whatever comes to my mind. But I'm sorry, this one I couldn't just like step back, like not say nothing, because it's crazy. It's crazy to see women that look like me, that sound like my cousins. And if anybody that I am like really close with offline that has seen my family, that has seen my children, then you would know my family is a whole spectrum when it comes to black folks. I got my pale cousins that can't be too far in the sun. I got the red bone kids that look like me. I got the chocolate babies. I got the dark chocolate babies in my family. We got them all. But you have to realize when you let people that are not in our community to be able to share the same space as us, you have to understand that they have to have a respect for us. A respect is not trying to sound like us. A respect is not trying to dress like us. A respect is not trying to wear the same hairstyles as us. A respect is keep your mouth off of certain words. You don't get to say that. I'm honestly one of them people that feel like nobody should be saying that word. But hey, we say it. It's because it's a part of our culture. It's a part of our upbringing. We took something that was deemed to be negative and made it offensive. Also, I do understand that being from SoCal and having family in the South, that sometimes when people hear the N word, they don't normally associate it as being a racist word. They associate it as being a hip word. It's a part of a lingo. It's a part of a dialect. It's a part of slang. But if your ancestors ain't shed no blood behind what that word originally means, you should not be saying it. You don't get a pass. And I hate to point this out, but if she was a woman of color with all them kids and all them baby daddies, and the fact that she ain't even got her children, she will be the butt of the sector. And I hate to even use this comparative, but if she was that Chinese water buffalo, if that Chinese water buffalo had three more additional kids, she will be dragged all over this sector. But because she is of a non-black descendant, and because she's more appeasing to the eyes, and because she's a part of obviously somebody's preference, it's okay for her to use that word. Then it's quite more sickening that somebody actually told her, hey, if you want to get into our sector, you go through these people. So basically, everybody that's giving her a platform, everybody that's letting her hit the link, everybody that's letting her have her little 2 cents, 5 cents, say whatever the fuck shit is she got to say, y'all feed it into exactly what she wanted to. You see how she got kicked out the mommy sector behind her bullshit. You seen how she got kicked out the Mo 3 sector behind her bullshit. And then y'all just sitting up letting this heifer get on the paddle, and y'all just feed it into exactly the same thing she wanted all along. And it should make some of y'all scalps itch that she's coming around our sector with people that look like us within our community, and people are just giving her passes. Oh, I like her. Oh, she's fine with me. I don't mind her. Y'all letting somebody that sat for a whole entire week and didn't know that her goddamn bathwater was off. Tell y'all it's okay. Oh, I'm gonna give her a platform. I want to hear her story. Man, I hate to say this, but fuck her fucking story. Close the goddamn sector doors. Why do y'all keep letting these weirdos in? I know people in the sector feel like, oh, I'm tired of hearing about colorism. I'm tired of hearing about this. I'm tired of hearing about that. We obviously have to keep having the same conversation because y'all keep letting these fucking weirdos in. Like it's the thing to do. Everybody knows the beef sector got a little bit of coins. We're generous. We don't mind giving you $5, $10. Hell, we got some heavy hitters with a very large purse. Y'all don't think people see this? Y'all don't think people are peeping this out, especially when we have our challenges? Y'all think folks don't see this? But still, y'all keep letting these weirdos in the sector. And you know what? I understand some people are nice. Some people are friendly. They don't mind having a conversation. Hell, they could be like me and just be intrigued to hear what somebody got to say. But at the same time, y'all got to close these doors. Y'all got to close this purse. We sitting up arguing on these panels about a topic behind somebody that don't fucking matter. Majority of us that sit on these panels, that sit in these chats, we're mothers, we're wives, we're educators. We have really rare careers out there that help educate. Yes, Pizza, we need to do a conspiracy. So just let me know. I gotta make time. My schedule is starting to open up because we getting ready for spring break. Hey Soapy, hey Auntie Dida, hey girl. But yes, we have people that have careers and have lives that align with what we stand for. Why we end up entertaining with bullshit? That's the thing I don't understand. My granny always said if you sit in shit too long, it starts to not stink. So why the fuck are we sitting with shitty ass people? Why the fuck we sitting listen to the way they talk? Read the comments. It's weird. I'm sorry, but we gotta start being a gang, y'all. We gotta have some type of initiation to figure out who the fuck we got coming in, who the fuck we got sitting on these panels with us. I'm sick of it. And I know I be in the chat be like, you know what? I ain't light skinned, I'm brown skinned, but that's my business. But like in like all serious, we gotta be careful who we start being around. Because this whole thing with the lady that don't take care of her kids down in Texas, this opened up my eyes where I have to realize I can only deal with this person, and that person for pure entertainment. Pure entertainment. It's like it is starting to turn into a circus, and I'm trying to figure out who the fuck is the goddamn ringmaster. What the hell going on? We sitting up listening to somebody that is very questionable about their preference, whether it be black, non-black, man or woman. Very questionable because you have to sit back and watch somebody's actions when they're not telling her truth. But we got somebody sitting up on a panel crying. Nigga, you crying? You don't know her. How long have you known her? You don't know her. Why is you crying? Why is you doing this? If it's for clicks and views, let me hush my mouth and mind my business. Cause hell, I ain't monetized. I just come on here to troll and have pure entertainment. But folks is getting too invested. I don't understand. I'm starting to feel like this is turned into the industry. We got bots. They is plugging us with bots to keep us distracted. And it's a hot ass mess. Like we really sitting up arguing why this non-African American descendant or non-African American woman is using the N word, and then we're sitting up debating this with people that we associate with. Why they're not angry? They not angry because all kinfolk ain't skin folk. All kinfolk ain't skin folk. Let that sink in. If you have to question why another black woman is not upset because this non-black woman is using the N-word, that's because all skin folk ain't kin folk. They not one of us. We don't stand for the same thing. We don't stand for the same morals. We don't stand for it. Because I know the people that is not skin folk that I deal with, oh, let me hear they use the N-word. Let me hear that they use a racial slur. Let me hear that they came out of pocket. They're gonna get a smooth history lesson. Matter of fact, they're gonna get so much history lesson that they gonna have homework. Cause we gonna talk about this. We gonna talk about why you are okay being in my space, but not okay enough to respect my history, respect my descendants. You can't use this goddamn word. This word is not for this word is not for everybody. It's not. You can't use it. It ain't for you. Your ancestors didn't shed no blood, so therefore you can't use it. And it's simple. Or if you want to use it or you use it, explain to me why you use it. And don't tell me that everybody around you use it and it's just a word and who said I can't use it? I should be able to use it. But then when somebody comes back at you with the same vitriol and hits you with a racial slur, because that's kind of what the N word is. Whether you want to use it with a soft A or a hard ER, it's still a racial slur. But if somebody hits you with a racial slur, you upset. So why can't I be upset because you use it with a soft A? Help me understand. I'm a very understandable person. I can see your point. I'm able to check my emotions and argue from a place of comprehending and understanding and use my listening skills. Obviously, we see some people on these panels, they ain't got no self-control, they ain't got no emotions, and they clearly don't have any listening skills, but that's beside the point. But that's just my take on it. Because for the last, I want to say week, I'm trying to figure out what is so hard from people understanding that it's not right for her to use this word. She's not entitled to use this word. And the fact that she feels that she could use this word just shows her privilege and her entitlement. But if somebody called her a slur, oh my God, this person is sitting on the panel and they're calling her all these racial slurs and they started first, but we're forgetting the origin of where this started. This started because somebody brought themselves to our sector and they got exposed for the person they really are, for the language they use, for the dialect they choose to take part in. But because they're being called out on it, now it's an issue. I don't understand that. I don't. I even tried to turn off my non-professional braining side of my brain and use it. I still don't understand it. But that's just my views. It's hard to judge one's character on YouTube. Have to be careful. Yes, Auntie D dot, you have to be careful because when people get comfortable, that's when you see the real person. My daddy used to always tell me when you date a man, or he's tell my brothers when you date a woman, you see three different people. You see their representative, you see the real them, and you see the closet them, the one that they don't want nobody to see. Now that's the one that holds secrets. But that's just my take. Thank you guys for rambling and listen to me ramble. I gotta go be a suburban mom and a PTA mom for hubby and my babies. So if you're watching my video, like, share out, comment, and if you guys want, I come back later after I'm done being suburban mom, and we can, keep this discussion going. Guys, be safe. Have a great Friday. Love you guys.